What's going on, YouTube? I'm installing a radio on an Acura TSX 06. I actually just got this kit. It seems like it came out not too long ago. I got it for around 70 bucks along with the wiring harness. This one over here. This one connects to the back of the old radio, the stock radio. To that right there. And it still turns on, but it doesn't work at all. You can't really hear anything. It was a struggle to do it with this kit. There's another kit that goes for around 300 bucks. And it replaces the whole thing. But it's too expensive, so I didn't want to spend a lot of money, you know what I mean? So this kit just came out not too long ago, maybe around 2 months ago. I don't remember when I saw it for the first time, but it was actually cheap, you know? It's just this piece of plastic, but it also comes with the wiring harness. And I mean, the radio wouldn't fit, so I had to trim a lot of pieces. I had to trim a lot of pieces on the side. But everything worked fine, you know, at the end. And I also broke the cup holders, the middle console, so I had to get one through eBay. Got it for around 35 bucks. I got it for around 35 bucks, so, you know, it wasn't bad. I mean, to remove the radio, it's not hard either. Gotta start by unclipping this. I recommend you use one of those plastic pry tools so you don't break anything or you don't damage the edges. I use this one. And then from there you go to this. And then from there, there's going to be 2 screws. One right there and another right there. And then there's 2 screws under the radio. Those are hard to get to. It was like a 9mm, 10mm, don't remember. But I didn't put the screws back because it was a struggle to remove them the first time, so I didn't put them back. I mean, there's another screw right there. But first of all, you have to remove this. Same thing with the pry tool. The one I showed you. This one over here. Okay, so here's the wiring and everything. And this is what I was talking about. These pieces on the side, I had to cut them so this thing would push back for the double, because the double thing wouldn't fit. So as soon as I cut these pieces off, see, they're able to move, and the double din is able to go in. Here's the harness. This one plugs in into the back of the factory radio. And so another thing, when I connected the radio at first, I wasn't getting any sound. But then I remember when I was installing another radio in a different car, I had to wire the amp turn on to the power antenna on the aftermarket harness. So it goes from the radio, from the amp turn on of the radio to the power antenna on the stock harness or the aftermarket harness. And that was it. It sounds better than the stock radio through the speakers. And that's the bypass right there. I have another video on my channel on the bypass. So that's all you gotta do to watch videos and DVDs on Pioneers. And I'm gonna put everything back and I'll show you how it comes out. Okay, so radio's working. Everything's working fine, like it should. No sound through radio though. Through the factory one. Bluetooth mic. The USB cup holders. Everything looks nice now. So yeah, I mean, if you have any experience installing radios, then I recommend you do it. I know a little, so I figured out. And the only hard part is to trim the sides. I mean, it's not hard if you have the tools, but I didn't have the tools, so it took me around 30 minutes, 40 minutes to do everything. In total, it took me about maybe 2.5 hours to do the installation. But yeah, if you have an experience, just do it. But if you don't, then I suggest you take it to a shop. I'm pretty sure they'll charge you less since you already got the kit along with the wiring harness. But yeah, I mean, if you have questions, just comment and let me know. I'll try to get back. Alright.